Good morning, students. Once again, I welcome you all for the another session of this analysis of arches and cable structures. Let us solve one problem on cable structure. The problem is like this: a cable supported on piers 80 meter apart at the same level has a central dip of 8 meter. Calculate the maximum tension in the cable when it is subjected to UDL of 30 kilonewton per meter throughout the length. Also determine the vertical force on the tower or pier if the backstay is inclined at 60 degree to the vertical. Okay, when there are two conditions they are given. For these two conditions, you have to find out the vertical force on the tower. First one is when cable passes over pulley, and second condition is when cable connected to saddle. Okay, so already we know what these two conditions are. Okay, so let us draw the sketch as per the given problem. A cable supported on piers 80 meter apart means there are two supports, that is A and B. These are the two end supports. Between these two the cable is suspended. So these two supports are 80 meter apart means the span of the cable is 80 meter. Okay, then the calculate the maximum tension in the cable, that is even central dip is given. So this is the central dip, okay, or sag. Small h is equal to 8 meter. Okay, now for this condition we will going to calculate, and UDL is also given. So intensity of UDL is 30 kilonewton per meter throughout the length. So the UDL will be acting throughout the length of the cable, that is 80 meter. So for 80 meter there will be a UDL. Okay, for this condition we will going to find out. Okay, so what is the vertical force on these towers, that is at A and B supports. First we are going to find out the reactions. As you know, so at A there will be two reactions, that is HA in this direction and vertical reaction VA. Similarly at B, vertical reaction VB and horizontal reaction HB. And this is the UDL 30 kilonewton per meter over a length of 80 meter. So this total span of the cable is 80 meter. Central dip is 8 meter. Okay, so this is the diagram for this problem. Now first calculate the reactions. So in that we'll find vertical reactions VA and VB. Okay, now see, there are two possible ways you can calculate these reactions. First is we'll find out vertical reactions V and VB. So as you know, the load is symmetrical. Okay, if you take a complete cable, the load, since UDL is acting throughout the span, okay, this the load is symmetrical. So you can, when the load is symmetrical, vertical reaction VA and VB are same, and VA is equal to VB is equal to total load divided by 2. Okay, total load divided by 2. So let us calculate the total load. Okay, now see here, what is the total load now? Total load is equal to this, convert this UDL into point load. What is the point load now? 30 into 80. Okay, 30 into 80 is the total vertical load. So half of this total load will go to A and half will go to VB. Okay, so therefore VA is equal to VB is equal to total load divided by 2, that is 30 into 80 divided by 2. So VA and VB is equal to 1200 kilonewton. So this VA and VB will be same because of the load is symmetrical way. Okay, so this is one way you can calculate vertical reaction V and VB. Or another way is, now consider the complete cable. Okay, consider the complete cable. As usual, we are going to take moment of all the forces about any one support. Either MA is equal to 0 or MB is equal to 0, any one support, and consider the complete arch. Okay, now let us take a moment about A. Taking moment of all the forces about A, consider complete cable. Now see, when I take moment about A, the moment of this is 0, the moment of this is 0, and moment of this HB will be 0. Okay, now we have to consider moment of VB and moment of this UDL. Okay, summation MA is equal to 0. Let us consider this first VB. So with reference to A, this will going to produce anti-clockwise. Okay, this will going to produce anti-clockwise, that is minus VB into AT. Okay, minus VB into AT. Then convert this UDL into point load. What is point load now? 30 into 80. 30 into 80 will be the point load. It will be acting center. Okay, so what is the moment of this point load about A now? With reference to A, this will going to produce clockwise. Point load now, I am talking about the point load. So what is point load? 30 into 80 will be the point load, and the position of this point load will be here. So what is the moment of this point load about A now? Okay, so this 30 into 80 into 40. Okay, into 40. So this is plus because this is clockwise. So this is equal to 0. From this also we can get the VB. So VB is equal to 1200 kilonewton. Okay. Now similarly, next take summation Fy is equal to 0. Okay, summation Fy is equal to 0. Right, again consider the complete arch. Consider the complete, cable. Consider the complete cable. So summation Fx is equal to 0. Okay, or summation Fy is equal to 0. Vertical summation Fy is equal to 0. So plus Va plus Vb minus UDL. Convert this UDL into point load, that is 30 into 80. This is equal to 0, that is summation Fy is equal to 0. From this I can get Va. So Va and Vb are 1200 kilonewton. So similarly you can calculate it here also. Either you can consider this is applicable only when the load is symmetrical. Okay, the load is symmetrical, you can take reaction Va and Vb is equal to total load divided by 2. If the load is not symmetrical, use this process or use this method. Take moment of all the forces about any one support. Okay, then use next equation, this summation Fy is equal to 0, you can get the reaction. Okay, so this is the way you can calculate the vertical reactions at A and B. Now horizontal reactions, that is HA and HB. Horizontal reaction HA and HB. So these two are same. Okay, HA is equal to HB. Okay, now see here. So consider any half part of the cable, any one part, not complete. Okay, when you are finding out the horizontal reaction, take half portion of the cable. Now I will going to consider this is AC. Okay, this here it is A point A or support A. This is AC. Then at this point HA will be there, VA will be there, and this is point C, center of the cable. Then this is the UDL, 30 kilonewton per meter. This is only 40 now, half portion we are considering. Okay, now take another equation, moment of all these forces about C is equal to 0. Okay, moment about all these forces about C is equal to 0, that is summation MC is equal to 0. Now take moment of these forces one by one. First take HA. Okay, so what is the moment of HA about C now? This is force HA. Okay, this is force HA, and what is the perpendicular distance between HA and C? This is 8 meter. And with reference to C, this will going to produce anti-clockwise. This will going to produce anti-clockwise means minus HA into perpendicular distance is 8. Similarly, VA with reference to C, this will going to produce clockwise. This VA will going to produce clockwise means plus VA into what is the perpendicular distance between this VA and C, that is 40 meter. So plus VA into 40. Then this UDL, convert UDL into point load. So 30 into 40. So 30 into 40, this becomes point load now here. Point load. What is the moment of this point load about C now? Again this will be anti-clockwise minus. So minus 30 into 40 becomes point load. And what is the moment of this point load with C? Half of this 40, that is 20. So this is summation MC. This is equal to 0. Okay. So we already calculated VA. Okay. Substitute that value, you can get HA. So HA is equal to 3000 kilonewton. This HA is equal to 3000 kilonewton. So even you can write HB is equal to 3000. Always HA and HB are same. Or you can use summation Fx is equal to 0 complete. So this is minus HA. Okay. And this side at B it is plus HB. Okay, so even you can get HB, or directly you can write whatever the HA value you are going to get. So HA is equal to HB. So that is 3000 kilonewton. Now this is what the reactions, finding out the vertical reaction and finding out the horizontal reactions. Now let us start with what they have asked here. Okay, first is maximum tension in the cable, that is Tmax. We already know that where the tension will be maximum, at both the supports. Okay, at support A and at support B, tension will be maximum in the cable. So maximum tension will be at the support A and B. So Tmax at the supports equal to root of V square plus H square. Already we know this expression. See here, this is the tension in the cable. Okay, this is the tension in this cable. You can take this is T. Okay, T max or T. So this is T, and this will be VA and this will be HA. Okay, I want T, tension, maximum tension at the support in the cable. So maximum tension T max is equal to, now see, this is nothing but the resultant. How will find resultant? It is square root of VA square plus HA square. So T max is equal to under the root VA square plus HA square. So substitute VA value, substitute HA value, we can get T max, that is 3231.09 kilonewton. So this is maximum tension in the cable at support. This is at A also same, right? You can write T max A and T max B. At B also it is same. Okay, the next thing what they have asked, vertical force on tower and horizontal force on tower, that is vertical force on the tower and horizontal force on the tower. There are two conditions. Okay, one is when cable passes over the smooth pulley. Okay, see here, this is the arrangement. Okay, now this is the smooth pulley and this is the tower or support A, you can say. This is a support at A. Now there are two cables, right? This is suspension cable and this is anchor cable. Okay, so the tension in the suspension cable is T. The tension in the anchor cable will be also T. Why these two are same? Because of this is pulley, frictionless pulley. So this T and this T will be same, that is tension in the suspension cable and tension in the anchor cable will be same. You can write this is T, this is T. Now see, this suspension cable will going to make an angle of theta with horizontal. This anchor cable will going to make an angle of alpha. So here in this problem, what is given? What is given? See here. In the problem, calculate the maximum tension in the cable when it is subjected to UDL. Also determine the vertical force on the pier or tower if backstay is inclined at 60 degree to the vertical. If backstay means, backstay is nothing but it is the anchor cable. If the anchor cable is inclined at 60 degree to the vertical, remember, try to understand this term. It is 60 degree to the vertical. So this anchor cable is making an angle of 60 degree to the vertical, not horizontal. Okay. So if it is 60 degree means, what is this now angle alpha? Alpha is equal to 30 degree. So alpha is 30 degree, means anchor cable will going to make an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal. Suspension cable will going to make an angle of theta. Theta we don't know, we are going to calculate the theta value. Now first find out this theta value. So from this figure, tan theta, if you take this tan theta, see here, tan theta is equal to, this is the tension, okay, and this side it is HA or HB, and this is VA and VB. Okay, so tan theta, how are we going to find out some tan theta now? Tan theta is equal to this VA divided by HA. So if you take this triangle, small triangle, so tan theta is equal to opposite. This opposite means what? This is VA and divided by adjacent, that is HA. So tan theta is equal to VA or VB divided by HA or HB. So substitute the VA and substitute HA value, we are going to get tan theta is equal to 0.4. Therefore theta is equal to 21.8 degree. So this is given. 60 degree, this alpha is 30 degree now. So theta is 21.80. From this I can calculate theta value. Now we can calculate the vertical force on tower. Now see, this is a tower now. This is a tower. What will be the vertical force on this tower? There are two cables now, suspension cable and anchor cable. So vertical force on tower is equal to, okay. Now what is the vertical component of this anchor cable now? Vertical component, this is T sine 30, correct, or T sine alpha. T vertical, resolve this force along vertical now. So T sine alpha, and what is the component of this along vertical? T sine theta. So both are acting in the downward direction or same direction, it is plus. So vertical force on tower is equal to, we are calculating only vertical force. Vertical force on tower is equal to T sine alpha, and then this will be T sine theta. So both are positive. So that is T sine alpha plus T sine theta. So substitute the values. T we already calculated, tension, that is T max, what we have calculated, substitute that, okay. Then sine alpha, alpha value given, this is 30 degree, and theta value just now you have calculated is 21.80. Substitute here, we will get vertical force on tower. So this vertical component plus vertical component of this will give the vertical force on this tower, okay. Next, similarly I can calculate horizontal force on tower. What will be the horizontal force on tower? Again you can resolve these two tension forces along horizontal. Now what is the horizontal component of this now? That is T cos theta. See here, T cos theta here in this horizontal, T cos theta, and this will be moving in the opposite direction. This will be moving in the opposite direction means minus T sine alpha, okay, minus T cos alpha, both will be cos. Horizontal, T cos theta minus this will be T cos alpha, okay. T sine alpha, this horizontal force, T cos theta minus, because this will be moving in the opposite direction, that is T cos alpha, okay, cos theta minus T cos alpha. Again substitute theta value and alpha value, we will going to get the horizontal force on the tower, okay. So this is the way in which you will going to calculate the vertical and horizontal force on tower when condition is cable is passing over the smooth pulley. Cable is passing over the smooth pulley. Next, second condition, same we will going to find out vertical force on tower, horizontal force on tower, but condition is what? When cable connected to saddle. When this cable connected to saddle. Now see, this is the saddle now. The saddle is mounted on the rollers. So you can see over the tower rollers will be there, and over the rollers saddle will be attached. And one end it is a suspension cable, and tension in this cable is T, and another end anchor cable, but it is T1. See here, this T and this T1 are different. This is not T. Why? So here it is, both are same, T and T, but here, so here it was a roller, and because of that roller smooth frictionless pulley or a frictionless pulley, this T and this T are same, but here no roller or no, okay, this wheel, okay. So this T is different, T1 is different, means tension force in the suspension cable is different, tension force in the anchor cable is different. That's why I have written here T1, okay. So T is already known, first calculate T1, remaining things will be same. This is alpha 30 degree, this is theta, already we have calculated. So assuming saddle to have frictionless roller, these rollers will be frictionless. So therefore tension in the anchor cable, see this tension in the anchor cable T1, this T1 is different from this T, okay. That's why we are calculating T1. So T1 is equal to T into cos theta by cos alpha. Already we know this expression in the previous session. So tension in the anchor cable T1 is equal to T into cos theta divided by cos alpha. So substitute the values of theta and alpha. So T1 is equal to 3464.12 kilonewton, that is T1. So this T1 is 3464 and this T is already calculated 3231. So once if you calculate this T1 and T, then we're going to calculate the vertical force on the tower. So vertical force on the tower. Now see here, what will be the vertical force on the tower? Again, resolve these two into vertical now. What is the vertical component of this now? T sine theta, correct? Vertical T sine theta, okay, and both are in the same direction, plus T1, make this vertical now, T1 sine alpha, is it right? T1 sine alpha plus T sine theta, okay. So substitute the values T1, substitute the values T alpha and theta value, will get vertical force on tower. Both are acting in the same direction, means we will going to add, okay. So right, so vertical force on the tower is equal to 2931.98 kilonewton. Then what about this horizontal force on tower? So since the saddle is mounted on the roller, there will be no horizontal reaction. So horizontal force on the tower will be 0. Already we studied this in the previous session. So when a cable is mounted on a saddle, okay, with this connection, okay, there is only vertical force on the tower. Vertical force on the tower, horizontal force will be 0, okay. But when a cable passes over smooth pulley, there will be vertical, okay, force on the tower as well as horizontal force on the tower. Both will come here. But for this arrangement, only vertical force will be there on the tower, no horizontal force. Horizontal force will be 0, okay. So this is the way you have to calculate force on the tower for different conditions, these two conditions, okay. So solve once again, okay. If any doubt, please ask me or call me at any time, okay. I'll going to clarify your doubt, okay. So in the next session we'll come up with some more interesting problems. I hope you understood this, okay. So thank you very much for attending this session. Thank you.